What's going on, guys? Welcome back to No Impulse Control. I am Justin.
Happy New Year! You didn't say Happy New Year to the folks, so
Happy New Year.
I'm Jasmine. Sorry to
Yeah,
everybody that I just deafened.
yeah. I hope your speakers are still fine and you can still hear
If
us.
you're listening through headphones,
And if you're listening through headphones, you made a
aren't
mistake.
anymore.
Yeah, no. But anyways, welcome back. We are officially in 2025.
Ugh,
So that's pretty exciting.
it's
Um,
wild.
yeah, it is wild. So. Already, not even 10 seconds in. Um, so Jasmine, how was your new year? And I guess before that, because we didn't have an episode. How was before that? Hey, we are recording.
I know I'm turning it
How
off.
dare you?
I'm turning it off. Okay. How was my what?
How was break and everything else? Because we haven't recorded and posted a video for a while.
Yeah, so hi everybody, welcome back. Break was good. I spent some time with family, which was really nice. Um I think I talked about it on here, but we did a different Christmas than normal. I didn't go to my grandparents, so
Yeah.
um, it was interesting. My mom got COVID, so I wrote down all the things that I wanted to talk about break. I literally have a list of all of my
That's
stuff.
so neat. My sticky notes are very messy.
I bought a
Like so messy.
well, no. So I bought I found a notebook at my house. I'm very excited to use it for podcast stuff. But I bought a pack of these for my to-do list. But then
Yeah.
I also have these for my to-do list. So, oh my gosh, I'm dying here. I'm sorry. So these are now for.
Christmas
Oh,
gift.
very nice. People know you. Look at that. Um,
It was my wife.
she knows you very well. Yes.
Yeah.
But no, break was good. I got to see family. My mom got COVID, so for Christmas, Christmas Day, we went over to do presents, and I stood in the mudroom, and they stood in the house, my mom and sister with masks on, and we passed a tote back and forth between presents, which was super sad, because we were spending Christmas together in that way, and that just wasn't great.
Yeah.
Um, and then a couple days later, I went over to see her, and we both opened our trunks and sat in the trunks, like our cars
In your
were
car.
pretty
Yeah.
yeah, our cars were a pretty good distance apart, but we sat in the trunk and we talked for probably like 2.5 hours. It felt very much like 2020 again,
Yeah.
trying to like be with people, but
Well, that's the thing. Like, luckily for you in this case scenario, I guess, is that global warming is messing around and
yeah,
messing
it
up the
was
world right now. But
50 degrees here yesterday.
yeah, that's crazy.
I went out, so
It's nice out today. Like, I was out there
it's
in shorts and pants, like,
it's
or
rainy
shorts and
here, but
pants,
it's
t-shirts and pants.
yeah, shorts and pants. Yeah, global warming really is confusing, Justin.
I don't know how to live.
He's got his pants on, his exercise pants, and then a pair of like Bermuda shorts over top of them. He's like, man, it's really warm. Global warming. No, yesterday we cleaned out our whole house. So, and I'm not joking. So we had 8 trash bags full of clothes to Goodwill yesterday,
Nice. I should do
and
that.
we took a big tote full of like shoes and electronics and things that we're keeping for the sake of like, oh, someone gifted that to us. But I
Yeah.
was in a mode yesterday. I got my happy butt up at like 8 o'clock, put my headphones on, and just cleaned my whole kitchen and then the living room and then the bath. Like I just went on a spree.
Hmm.
I don't know what happened yesterday. I also had no water yesterday, so I went to bed with a very big headache. But I
Somebody
walked
sass
it.
her in the comments. I've done it before. She doesn't listen to me.
I didn't mean to not have water. I was laying in bed with like a headache, like pounding, and I was like, "Why does it hurt?" And I went, oh, "No water today. All I've had is one Monster, and it wasn't even like an energy drink Monster, so I didn't even get caffeine. It was just one of those like they make the Restore or Revive or something. It's like tea and lemonade. It's just electrolytes,
Gross.
but not enough to like benefit you. Anyway,
At that point, just drink a Gatorade. You'll get
yeah, but I didn't
flooded
want a
with them.
Gatorade. And I didn't have one. So anyway, yeah, no, break was good. I'm dreading going back to work tomorrow. So candidly, we are literally recording this on the first day of the new year.
Yeah.
Um, we're ringing in the new year with a bang. Well, with a podcast episode,
With
but
a podcast episode.
yep. But yeah. Oh, and my Connor's grandma died over break, so that wasn't great.
Mm.
That was on Christmas Eve.
Mm.
So
Lots of fun.
Yeah, we have a funeral this weekend, so.
Mm.
But yeah. How was your break? Sorry,
And with that very happy note,
I talked for 5 minutes. Sorry, guys.
So typical stuff. I went north because I had to get gifts up to them and see the family up there and all that stuff. And then about halfway through my trip, which was really annoying, I got sick. And not just like sick, I got sick like I probably should have been home sick at one point. And Nana, you can vouch for
Sass
this.
you in the comments?
No, she did. Well, she didn't sass me, but she was, she basically said, you probably should just go home. And I was like,
Nana
no,
was
that's
like, I
fair.
don't want to get sick.
That's super fair. But yeah, so I got sick halfway through and all that fun stuff, and then came back here, had a bunch of family togetherness, and
so you got everyone else sick while you were down here?
No, I was fine once I got back here. I literally the last day that I was up north, I had like a couple of days down here where I was like sore throat, runny nose, but I was at the end of it. There was one day where I like my heart. I have a very good like cardiorespiratory. Yes, Jasmine.
No, finish your thing.
I was just gonna say my cardio, my heart pumps really well, and that like.
Well, aren't you lucky? You have a good heart.
Flex real quick, but so my like resting heart rate's like somewhere in the 60s usually, which is pretty good. It could be lower, but what's what it is. But at one point in the middle of the night when I was sick, I looked and I had just like I was laying down, like feeling like I was dying in the hotel room, like alone. And I looked and I was at 113 and I was like, I don't know what to do with this information. So
my current resting is 81. That's my like normal resting heart rate is between 80 and 100.
I'm at 76 right now, but I'm also talking and sitting up.
Well, no, that's true. Mine has gone down since taking anxiety meds.
That makes sense.
My resting heart rate used to be like a solid like 115 to 120 always. Didn't matter what position I was in if I had been sitting still for a while. And I'm now almost 4 weeks into my meds, and it's like I got a thing the other day that said new resting heart rate trend, and I was like, I went up again, and I looked and it was like your resting heart rate this whole week has been 75, and I was like, it's been what? That's amazing.
Now just wait, because we go back to school and our resting heart rate spikes because we're stressed.
It's at 83.
The time. But yeah, so then to end off, oh yes, go ahead. You had your hand raised.
I'm scratching my head.
Oh well, that's super awkward. I hate it when my kids do that to me in class. So, if you could just not.
So now I'm triggering you. I'm sorry.
I'm going. I'm. You know what? I'm not going back. You can't make me.
Yeah, for 2 days this week.
Well, those 2 days are going to be chaos the whole time. Anyways,
nap time.
What was I going to say?
Break.
Oh, and then to close it out this morning, to start the New Year's off with a bang, literally, me and Darcy both at like 6 o'clock this morning heard a loud bang, and I was like, "It's probably nothing,"
which is concerning because you only have 2 cats.
Correct, but both of them were downstairs because they weren't at my feet, and I know that for a fact. And so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna let it be because I know the door is shut. I know it's locked. There's no motion sensor like things on our phones or anything like that. It's probably just a dumb cat being dumb, and I'll deal with it when I wake up. But when I woke up, I went downstairs, and the thing that I thought they tipped over wasn't actually tipped over. It was fine. So then I was like, okay, interesting. So I walk into our kitchen, and the bathroom is off of the kitchen, and I see this black thing on the ground, and I'm like,
I don't like that.
What is that? And I kind of look into the bathroom, and there's a dead mole on the floor.
Ugh.
Just chilling there.
Wait, where did they get a mole?
They come in, that's typical for old houses. We have a house that was built in 1900, like the year
That's
1900,
fair.
so it makes sense. But a little annoying to start the year off with a mole in my house. I'm gonna be honest. I am thankful though that they didn't want to show Dad and Mom their prize because they've done that before.
They have done that before.
That was worse, but this one was dead. Like when I picked it up, it was like rigor mortis was starting to kick in, like type of situation.
Oh my god!
It had only been a couple hours, and I know that for a fact because I go to the bathroom in the middle of the night.
What was
It wasn't
the
there.
bag?
I'm assuming it was Taz. Taz is a
Leaping
thick
up
cat.
He's a
Wouldn't
big
surprise me.
boy.
That's probably what killed it. He just crushed it right there. Boom! You ever seen Mario? Like Mario,
Yes,
what's
when you
that?
do the
Super
double
Mario
jump
where he
and
jumps,
slam.
yeah, and slams his butt. That's probably what Taz did.
I'm getting a picture of Taz for the people.
Taz is a thick cat. He's
He's a-
part Maine Coon. So like
Oh,
keep
this
that
is
in
the
mind.
best way to show Taz.
Yeah, he's a thick boy.
Hold on. There we
Look at him
go.
just lovingly sitting there cleaning himself. Yeah, he's
He
something.
wasn't cleaning himself. That's just how he was sitting.
Just sitting. But yeah, so he's he definitely probably sat on it and killed it, but he's a cute cat, don't get me wrong. Like we love
But
him.
he's a big
He's a-
Boy. Well,
Grr.
I'm gone.
He's a good boy. He's a good big boy. So yeah, that's how
Okay,
we
there it
started.
is.
That's how we started the year.
Started 2025.
Yeah, with a mole in my bathroom.
So last night, like I said, I cleaned the entire house. And it's midnight. I've got a pounding headache. I'm watching ASMR like headache videos, and it's just people like brushing the mic, and I'm like, this isn't working. I've been watching them to fall asleep with the volume almost off, just because I like the slow visual stimulation. So then I put on those oddly satisfying videos. I'm trying to fall asleep. I'm like barely there when I hear right behind this wall is my husband. But I'm in the bedroom with the door closed, and I hear at 12:25 this morning, I slammed into him. I slammed into his rear end and I knocked him down. And I was like,
For anybody who doesn't know, Connor is a big boy too.
He's playing Rocket League for the record. And he was like yelling about it. And then he goes, watch the replay. So I'm snapping out of my slumber. And as soon as my eyes like pink open, my head starts pounding again, and then I got up and realized I haven't switched laundry, and I need to because it will mildew in the house. And I get up, and I'm like in a daze. And that's how I started my New Year's, with my husband saying that he is slamming into someone's rear end.
Gotta do what you gotta do, you know?
Yeah. No, they're playing Minecraft, I think. He's been
so a
playing...
little more calm.
Yeah, he had to kick a friend from Minecraft. That was wild.
Ooh.
They had to kick someone from the server. It was like
saucy.
Middle school drama here. Apparently the guy was griefing them. What does that mean?
Griefing?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, students that watch, if it's inappropriate, don't say it, but otherwise...
What does griefing mean in Minecraft? Oh, bullying in Minecraft involving intentionally irritating or angering other players.
So why couldn't
damaging
you
a player's building, setting traps to harm a player, stealing...
Why couldn't you just say, like, annoying or bullying?
Causing grief, I guess. My husband does that to people. Or he does it to me, at least.
Hang on now. This feels like something that shouldn't be in the public eye.
He doesn't, like, bully other people. Well, he does. He bullies me.
I mean, but you give it back, too, though.
No. When I first learned how to play Minecraft, I'm talking 10 years ago now. When I first went over to Connor's house as a friend to hang out with him, we had not started dating yet. And, we had not. Oh, this is going to be 10 years this year, by the way. Wild.
Yeah. ADHD. Gotta love it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, sorry, I'm back. When I first, the start button had to be reset. When I first went over to his house for hanging out and we were playing Minecraft together, Connor would have me build a cute little house, and then while I didn't know it, he would be digging under me and placing a ton of TNT. And I'd finish and I'd be like, come see. And he'd have to come over, and then boom, him and Steven would set it off and light my house ablaze. And now he's kicking people from the server for doing that.
To be fair, though, I'm pretty sure you guys played in like creative, and he's probably playing in like hardcore.
I don't know what they're playing on in their server.
All right. Well, you said so. I want to pose this to you guys, to the audience. I don't know why I did it that way.
That was
to the
wild.
audience. Should we get something like a little like thing that flashes on the screen and has a little music and it says Jasmine's tea time? Because occasionally she comes in, she's like, I have to tell you this story. Usually it's something to do with like some sort of celebrity or something or other. But I thought that Jasmine's tea time really sounds good, and I just want to know if you guys want to see that. So
I'm also wearing my Tea Party t-shirt. Or this is not a t-shirt, this is a sweatshirt, but it's time.
So yeah, comments, let me know. Anyways, Jasmine, tea time.
Tea time. Okay, so have y'all heard, you're also part of this, y'all, of Ash Trevino?
The only time I've heard of him or them was you saying it.
Okay, so Ash Trevino, she's 35. She lives with this woman that she's calling Thea, which is aunt in Spanish. But I just learned this morning through my research, my deep dive really quickly.
TikTok.
Yeah, she's on TikTok. People may have heard of her as the inmate hopper. Earlier this year, there was a couple videos posted from her of her decorating a hotel room for an inmate that she had been talking to for like 2 years. And when he got out, she went and picked him up, and they were like together as one can be. And she brought him to her hotel room that she decorated, whatever, and they spent the night together and whatnot. His name was Jesse, and after 10 days of being with her, Jesse pieced out and just left. She then posted from her hotel room with her 2 daughters. She has 2 daughters that are like 14 and 16, I think, that have been raised by her parents. She was living with her mom and dad for a while with her 2 kids, and then she moved out, and it's been a whole thing. But she was on TikTok Live sobbing and getting drunk and plastered and like, why did he leave me, and blah, blah, blah. And that's how people kind of first got introduced to her. And then
It's not
she
a
just
good
kept...
first look.
No. And then she was going to bars, and like, she TikTok Lives all the time. She's constantly on live. And she was going to bars and getting drunk on TikTok Live. She got into a few fights. She was calling people out on live, and then they would show up to the bar, and there was a huge bar fight, and someone like dragged her. She had a pregnancy scare during all this, but it was just her saying she was pregnant to get Jesse to come back. And then Jesse said no. And so she said she got in a... And I'm not going to say that one on YouTube because we will not have this published. And that was also not true. All of the money that she got from her lives, she bought a 2-bed house with this Tia lady. Oh no, I apologize. She bought a 2-bed house from the money that she was getting for lives, or was renting it. But she left her kids with her mom, saying that they were all raised by her mom anyway. So she raised her kids like sisters, not like her daughters. And then when you hear them on live, it definitely sounds like they were raised like sisters. Like they don't talk like mother-daughter. Anyway, her daughters are not great either. Her mom, Ash, says the N-word a lot on lives. She's super racist to everybody. She claims that she's allowed to be because she's Mexican, I believe, or Spanish at least.
It's not how that works.
Yeah, she quit her job because she didn't want to work for, and I quote, Asian people, which is wild to me. It's wild. Her daughters were on her live making fun of autistic kids.
Gross.
She went to Disney without her children and just got drunk on TikTok Live without her children at Disneyland. Then after a few months, her kids finally moved in with her, and they were really just like siblings. They were on air mattresses. It was very strange. Now here's like some of the, I didn't get when this was, so that was all within like the first 4 months of the year. All of that. So now here's where it gets like really, I don't know where it's all at. She exposed herself to minors on live. So when you go live on TikTok, there's a feature where you can have people join you. I don't know if you ever watch TikTok
Yeah.
lives. I've only watched a couple, but people can
I
join
don't
in.
watch them. They just, are
They
on my
pop up,
For You
yeah.
page. Yeah.
So people can join you and you can have duels or you can talk or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So she exposed herself, mostly just like her boobs and stuff, but she would expose herself to minors. She shamed SA victims for being too late in reporting. Not really sure what that means. She shamed homeless people for not having a job days after she quit her job.
I was gonna say, didn't she not have a job?
Cool. Correct.
I mean, I like not a defense in any means, but like you are making money off of live, so like there's that too. But
yeah. This was pretty early on in her live career, so she wasn't making a whole lot. She's super racist, like I said. She's very neglectful of her kids. So there was one recently that was like super big that her daughter came into her room. She has a song called Nunu, and she's talking about her privates, her Nunu. And anyway, she was dancing to it or singing it or dancing to it on live, and her daughter came over and said, "Mom, I threw up." And she was like, "What? Huh? What?" And she's dancing. And her daughter was like, "Mom, I just threw up. Why are you dancing? Why aren't you listening to me? Why are you dancing? I just threw up." And she came back over to the camera and sort of ignored it. It was wild. She's dating this guy named Santos. Her daughter has a crush on him, which is not great because he's 19. Remember, folks, she is 35. And yes, I know that he's a legal adult. It's just still a weird age gap,
it's a weird jump, yeah.
And he has on his page MILF Lover or I Love MILFs or something like that. He's I Love Cougars. That's what it is, which isn't better, but it's
yeah.
His whole thing is like he dates or is whatever with cougars. He is a bad person. He regularly, like while he's on live with Ash, will say things like, "I'm going to go see these girls at the club later. What do you feel about that?" And when she's like, why? We're together. Well, we have an open relationship. And so she'll get back and be like, "Okay, so I can go see my guy friends." And he gets pissed. So it's like, "Oh, it's open for you, but not for her." Gotcha. He takes her to clubs all the time. And every time he's there, he's out on the dance floor with girls taking pictures, like hands on boobs, hands on butt, whatever. And she's just like there in the background, and that's I don't feel bad for her necessarily because she's not a great person, but I do kind of because like she's clearly trying to boost her own self-esteem and it's not working.
Right. If you want that kind of relationship, just this is for like anybody watching. If you want that kind of relationship, like just don't get in a relationship. Like
well, open relationships are fine.
Yeah, no,
if you're
yeah,
both
you
agreeing.
Right, but if you want to be the person who's taking the pictures and all that stuff, just don't get into a relationship. It's not worth like the extra.
Yeah,
wild.
There was a little bit where she was allegedly smoking coke, and she went to the bathroom and she was fine. And then she came back and she was like constantly going like that with her nose, and she was all of a sudden cold and shivery. It was very strange. She is always on live, like I said, at her Jesus house, which would bother me if someone were living with me and was constantly on live.
Yeah, because then everybody knows what I'm doing too.
Right, like pause yourself, She's had 20 CPS cases opened against her and her children. And she was bragging. She was like, "Yeah, I've had 20. Yeah, I've had 20. So what? They never taken my kids away." I don't know that that's great,
That's not.
Yeah, I feel like the only reason that would be acceptable is if you had like a really crappy neighbor who, one day saw you, I don't know, put your kids in the car and decided I was going to call CPS every time or something. I don't know.
Right.
Like that'd be the only time that 20 would make sense. But even then it's like, just, I don't know. She shows her Rose toy on live to Santos, again, a 19-year-old. And also, minors are watching. It's not even like if she was FaceTiming him, it's one thing, but she's actively on TikTok Live. But she shows the toy and she's like, look what I have charging. And he responded with, oh, you don't need that if I'm around. And it was like,
Gross.
gross. And then multiple times she has been playing with it and herself on live, off camera, but you can like hear everything.
Yeah. That so, to me that's like I know that there's
No,
a
it's not the
community.
website. TikTok is not the website for that.
No, absolutely not. But like
That's
there's a community
exhibitionism
that
right
will
there.
say something along the lines of like freedom of doing whatever, that whole thing. But in the like terms and agreements, I'm pretty sure it says no like
Sexual
sexual
behavior.
acts. Yeah.
Mhm.
So
But because you can't see her doing it, she can't get banned for it.
that's so dumb.
Because you're just hearing things. It was like, oh, it could just be an audio. But also, kids don't need to be hearing the audio either, you know?
No.
This is what's wrong with the world today.
I'll be 100% honest. That's all I'm thinking as you're going through it. I'm like, this is the type of people that our youth get to look at and say, "Hey,
Yeah.
I want to be like that person." Like,
Isn't that horrible?
that's
Isn't that
so
horrible?
wild.
So,
And the crappy thing is, sorry, if
no,
we wanted
no,
to
no,
get
I love this.
if we wanted to get big like that, we'd have to do something stupid, and then probably both of us end up probably losing our
Arrested,
jobs.
yeah.
And then get
Oh,
famous
Justin.
that way.
Justin, show your boobs on live. We're getting demonetized for that.
I didn't show anything. You can't prove nothing.
You're right. It was off camera. It was off camera. We're good. Yikes.
Yeah, I hate
so
this.
I only have 1, 2, 3. I only have 4 more things left, and then I'm done telling it, Ash. I found her through this, where she was on live. I just realized I'm yelling. Sorry. She was on live.
I found her through live.
Was I really yelling very
No,
loud?
you weren't that bad.
Okay. She was on live and she was talking about, somebody made a comment about like she's never actually seen like Santos, or they've never done it or whatever, and she's like, I've seen his pee-pee, he's seen my no, and it was like,
That's gross.
we know, but we don't want to know,
Yeah.
And then I kind of scrolled because I was like, who is this woman? Everybody in the comments was like, yikes. That's how I found out he was 19. And then there's a video, and you may have seen this one. This one was like super popular. I realized I just said she looked like she was doing coke after doing this. I got a lot of mucus going on. Was her listening to a Spanish song loudly, but it hadn't started playing yet. So she's just in her house and she's asking this woman that she lives with, her Tia, she was asking her about the bathroom, and she goes, Tia, did it smell? Tia, did it smell? Did it smell, Tia? Did it smell? And then the music just starts blaring, and it's like so comically funny. And it's insane because Santos was coming over, and apparently she had gone to the bathroom, and she was asking her if it smelled in the bathroom, which is wild. You're on TikTok Live. Just mute yourself for a sec,
Or don't be on live all the time.
There's also that. And then I talked about the kid throwing up. So Santos, while he was on live, because he's also always on live, it's like, do you remember the Vine days with like Bryce Hall and like all those people on Vine that did like, they had the hype, or not the Hype House, but like the Charlie D'Amelio's and all of those? This is the trashy version of that.
It's gross.
Not that those weren't trashy, but this is like the trashy version of that.
Yeah.
Where it's like, wow, I sound super judgmental, but I am. But like, you're posting your entire life online.
Yeah.
And it's one thing to post it and be able to delete, but when you're on live, people are actively watching the spiral happen. You can't edit it.
Yeah.
It's insane to me. But the last one was Santos was on, and somebody said, like, everybody was commenting, did it smell? Did it smell? Talking about her.
Yeah.
And he said, and it's been edited 100 times, but what he originally said was, I'm not going to tell her, oh, it stinks down there or whatever. Like, that would be horrible. I'm not going to say that, which does not confirm nor deny that it does.
Yeah.
But it's been like a running gag apparently on her page that she just like doesn't shower or take baths or is very clean at all.
Mm.
This guy also, Santos, is got a type. Uh I'm gonna show you what Ash Trevino looks like because she's very popular. I'm not like shaming a woman, but he has a type. I've also been spiraling watching all of the oh, she went private. There was a mass unfollowing of her yesterday.
I was gonna
She
say, I
was
feel like she was probably one of those people that were leaving in 2024.
oh the mass unfollowings.
Yeah,
Also Vexbolts, don't know
yeah.
who that is, but he
He's
went
the
from
one that
8 million
did.
to 3 million.
Yeah, he's the one that did the voice of Let Him Cook. The one that was like, "Let him cook now.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Let him
yeah.
cook." Yeah, that was
Yep.
that guy.
I'm trying to find the video. Oh, that's her and Santos.
Interesting.
Yeah. Like he only dates women that look like her. His last three you'll never see me again.
At least
His
not
last
clearly.
his last three like girlfriends that weren't like people he met at clubs were
Mhm.
all like Shawnee Bay and girls that look just like Ash
Mhm.
and do the same like
On all
constant
the
posting and yeah.
Mm.
So anyway, that's the Ash Trevino stuff. Welcome to the tea party. And it's our new segment, Jasmine's Tea Party.
And then we'll close it with like, and that was tea with Jasmine or something like that. Just a little
No,
like
we won't.
thing to it. Yeah, I got you. Don't worry.
Okay.
Don't worry. I got it.
Question for you.
Oh dear.
What is that good vibes only sign behind you?
That was my
love it.
mom. My mom made that.
I freaking love that.
Yeah, hang on. I'm going to grab it.
Yeah, please do. I've been staring at it this whole time and I was like, has that always been there? And I've just been an asshole that hasn't said anything.
No,
Let
mom.
me see that shit.
Mom made it.
Woo!
Yeah.
I
It's
love
it's
that.
on rulers, which it makes it so much
I
better.
love that.
But it like
That's
she like
dope.
yeah, this was one of my Christmas gifts. And then so I opened it and she goes, "I better see that in the back of your streams." I was like, "Okay."
So I'm gonna see if I can grab it. I got this for my streams. I just have to find a way to put it in the oh yeah, I can grab it.
There's a cord on air.
But it's like for streaming. I'm gonna put it up like here somewhere. I just gotta figure out where to do it without because it's like
I was gonna say you're gonna have to watch the backlit too.
Well, it doesn't have a well. No, the backlit would be okay where I put it. Where
Okay.
I'm gonna put it is it would just mimic the light that's down here.
Mm.
You guys can see me in my pajamas.
We are super professional in this environment.
I'm at home and it's my last day of break, so you
Fair.
can pry these pajamas from my cold dead hands.
I don't think I will. I'm gonna let you do you. A little side note here. TikTok, January 19th. Is that the date that I think I remember hearing?
Mm-hmm.
We saying goodbye to it. What is the?
I don't know. Do you think it's actually going to get banned?
I don't.
You don't?
I
Okay.
don't. I think that there is going like. Here's the thing. If it does, say TikTok gets banned, you know what's gonna rise up next? Is gonna be something like it.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's just our
Well, it's
culture
like
is
Vine.
short. Yeah, I was gonna say Vine was
And I'm not
banned.
on YouTube Shorts. I'll tell you that much.
It'll be like Instagram Reels or something like that. But anyways, like something's gonna take over. It's not like it's going away. Like, yeah, they're talking about it. It was supposed to be banned last year in January, so like
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I don't think it's gonna happen. But this one does feel closer to real, which is interesting. What intrigues me the most is that our government is so solely focused on this thing that there are so many other things that we could be talking about and dealing with and putting our time into and money into.
With our new education dictator,
Oh yeah,
I think that TikTok being banned might be good because
yeah, definitely.
Because I would hate to have to like a kid for being on TikTok, which is what I'm assuming will be the new policy.
Yeah, we'll be allowed to wrestling move all the time.
Man, I should have picked up
Tombstone,
wrestling when you
pile
did, yeah.
driver, like that's fun actually. Not
What
fun
is?
for the person who's taking it. Have you ever seen Undertaker do his pile driver?
So
Basically,
I'll be super honest with you. I only know the term pile driver from a not wrestling
yeah,
terminology.
I know. I'm gonna
Okay,
explain it. Okay, I got you there ready. So
cool.
you basically take the person, flip them upside down, so you're in a different. Their legs are up, your legs are down, you're standing, and then basically you either one different ways of ending it is basically either one you it's I don't remember the terminology for it, but basically you sit down and it's supposed to protect their head because your legs are supposed to like be the reason that like stops them because your shoulders
Hmm.
are on their legs when you bend, um, so you don't bash your head into the ground,
Hmm.
or two, you go down to your knees and that's supposed to, again, your legs are supposed to protect their head, but it's that's what a pile driver is, so you're driving your head straight into the ground.
Ah, okay.
But yeah, so that would be something. um I have a couple of lists for you to guess
Oh,
about though.
I'm looking it up now. I understand it.
Okay.
I had to see a picture because the way that you were describing it, I was like, "Ooh, that does not make
It
sense to me."
fair.
It makes so much sense now.
Also, just as a little side note, since we're halfway through this episode, um we have more subscribers and we appreciate them for showing up, and hopefully you're enjoying and continue to
Hey,
follow and share this out, post it on your Instagram, post it on your Snapchat stories, post it on your Facebooks,
not
post
on
it.
TikTok though. It's not worth it.
Yeah, it won't matter in less than a month. But like help us out by sharing because that does help us grow, and it eventually this would be really cool to be able to like have a
Hmm.
good size following. We do appreciate everybody who's still here and who has started with us, but obviously we want to continue to grow and continue to grow our community. On that same note, we do have merch. It is still up. We haven't taken down our chaos merch because, well, to
We
be
keep
frank,
forgetting.
we keep forgetting, and also it's awesome. So go check out some merch, get some merch. um, I saw Nana had merch, and when I went up and visited, everybody's welcome to get some. We appreciate it if you did.
Rosemary has
um,
some.
Rosemary
My
has
sister.
some. So we appreciate you for getting the merch and for checking it out and helping us grow. But anyways, back to the list of things. Do you feel like you know movies or music better, Jasmine?
Music.
Okay. So we're gonna start with movies then. So I have two lists.
Okay.
One list is actually we'll go with music because the music I feel like is less common music.
Okay.
Like I feel like you have a chance, but I don't feel like it's like I would not know these songs. But we'll see. I know some of them. So these are the 10 best songs of 2024
I'm out.
from um, Entertainment Weekly. So this was
Okay.
posted on December 14th. So anything after that doesn't count. So here we go. I'll give you the 10th one because I really don't think anybody is going to know it. It's uh, Adrian Leichner, "Sadness as a Gift" is the name of the
Adrian
song.
Lickner. Yeah.
There you go. "Sadness as a Gift." That is the 10th song. So that's your reference
Okay.
point to go off of. Give
Okay.
me a song you think would be on this list.
Um. What's that Apple one? Um. It's right to the core. Charlie XCX. Brat. Or Charlie
Um
XCX. Something or other.
Oh, Charlie XCX is on here,
I don't
and
know the
it's
name of the song.
360.
Sure. That's what I was talking about.
Yeah, I don't know the song, I would be honest. Here,
Okay.
we're not going to play. Ah, it's loud. Sorry, that was very loud in my ear. We're not going to play it cuz we can't, but um so she's number 2 with whatever song 360 is.
I'm pretty sure
Um
it's that one, yeah.
okay.
Okay. Let's do Taylor Swift. I don't think had it. Actually, she had a whole album that dropped this year.
Mhm.
Oh,
I'll help you. She's
uh,
not on this list.
great. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's actually kind of surprising.
Yeah.
God, I don't know what dropped this year.
A lot. So majority of this list are females, female artists,
That doesn't
which
help
is
me. Oh, Labor by Paris Paloma.
Labor by Paris Paloma. Do 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 do. That is not on this list.
Well, it should be.
Okay, let me give you a hint here. I don't know many, like I said, but there is one specific one that I do know, and it was a controversy when it did come out because of a specific person was part of, or no, it was around that time, but it didn't happen that way. Um, it was controversy because of the people involved,
Is
and
this
there was a
something to do with P
very
Diddy? No, it's Not Like Us, Kendrick Lamar.
yeah. I was gonna try to come up with a way to say something about minor, like the tone might be a minor, like something like that.
Yeah, Not Like Us,
Yeah,
Kendrick Lamar.
yep, that's number 3.
Okay.
So the right after. Um, there is one on here. I don't know the song, but
Okay.
the artist is very popular for a specific line in one of our songs that it goes, "Have you ever tried this one?"
Oh, Sabrina Carpenter.
Mm-hmm.
Don't remember the song. Espresso, maybe? No, not
Yep,
Espresso.
that's the one.
Oh, it's Espresso? All right.
Yep. That's number 5.
Okay.
I don't know if this is the song, but this is in my brain. This is what came up. Let me just make sure. I don't know her, but it's Tanashi. The song's "Nasty" is what it's called. I think that's the "Nasty Boy," the "Nasty Boy," that song. But yeah, that's number 7.
Tina She, yeah.
Yeah, well, close enough. Um,
Oh yeah, the I've been a nasty girl. I've
there you
been a,
go.
yeah. Yep. Million Dollar
There's
Baby, is that on there?
no, it is
Tommy
not.
Rich.
Nope.
Tell Your
There
Girlfriend, Lay
is
Banks.
nope.
Huh.
Not really sure what they're basing it off of, like realistically.
Is Megan the Stallion on there at all?
No.
What?
Yeah. I'm wondering if they're going like international too, because there are like this one is the Dublin, like this artist is a Dublin like person from Dublin. I wouldn't even know how to say their name. It's
I
a
don't know.
person. It's a guy, I think.
What's their name?
Fontaines DC. The
Bless you.
song, yeah, the song is called Starburster. That's number 9.
Never heard of that one.
And then, what's an action you do that's you push upwards away from gravity?
Do you defy gravity?
No, not defy gravity. But you gotta do this thing to defy gravity.
Jump?
Mario, there you go. Jump is the name of the song by Tyla.
Thanks,
Again.
Tyler, for your contribution to music.
Yep. I don't know this song at all or this person, but she is. Doubt she's a relative of Chris Pratt, but that's her last name. Jessica Pratt. No, Life
song?
Is.
No.
Mm.
Man,
that's yeah. These songs.
I was real confident about music.
These songs are kind of bad. That's number 6. Sabrina's number 5. I am gonna botch this person's name, but it's Wakshihichi featuring MJ Landerman, and the song is Right Back to It.
I might know that one.
Don't know. And then 3 and 2 were already found, and then the last one, you enjoy this artist, and I know that for a fact. I don't know if you know this, or I don't know if you enjoy this song.
Is it Noah Khan?
No.
Is it a rapper?
No. Well, No.
Is
She's
it
not.
pop?
It is pop. She got super popular because she can spell.
So you don't know this artist.
No, I know the artist. She's very good
um,
at spelling 3 different words. Those
I
3
don't know.
words aren't the song, though.
I have no idea.
You're gonna be really upset.
I am. Who is it?
So it's uh, Chapel Rowan.
Oh, Hot to Go?
No, that's the 3 words that
Oh.
she can spell.
Oh,
But
duh. Yeah. Is it
um,
Pink Pony Club?
nope. You would. I thought it was gonna be Pink Pony Club.
Super
I'm gonna be
gothic
honest.
modern girl chic.
That yeah. Well, uh, I don't know the song. That's the problem.
What is the song?
It's called "Good Luck, Babe."
Oh, I love that song.
Oh, well, I didn't know
You
it.
definitely
So
know that song, by the way.
do I?
Yeah.
I'd play it, but I don't want to deafen my own ears. So
You can turn the volume down on that,
I can't because it goes into an ad first, and I can't adjust until it goes into the. So no.
So take your headphones off for a second and then put it
Yeah.
back on.
It's all right. We'll move to movies. These ones I think are more common.
Okay.
I think you'll get
Now,
these ones a little better.
Are these movies that came out this year?
They are top 10 highest grossing movies of 2024. This is
Wicked.
by Forbes. Let me just scroll because I think they are on this. Yes. Wicked is number 6 with 634.3 million worldwide.
Jeez. All right, so Wicked.
Yep.
Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yep, that one's number 2 with 1.338 billion worldwide.
Okay, not Nosferatu because it just came out.
Okay.
Free Guy? Was that this year?
That was last year.
Fall Guy?
Well, that was two. Fall Guy or Free Guy? Because Fall Guy was this year.
Fall Guy.
Either way, it's not on the list.
Oh, okay. What other movies have you and I seen this year? Oh, Smile. Smile 2.
Not on the list.
Well, that's absurd.
Yeah. Think about it this way. A lot of the top movies this year were sequels.
Dune 2?
That was one of them. That was number 5 with 714.4 million.
That's it. That's all I know. That was sequels.
No, you know more.
I assure you I do not.
Oh, I assure you, you do.
I assure you I cannot remember a single movie that came out this year.
The number 1, the number 4, the number... Don't you dare look them up. The number...
I'm looking out all the movies that came out this year.
So number 1 and number 4, we went and saw together. Number 10, we wanted to see together. You don't like... I'm pretty sure you don't like 8 and 3's series.
Okay. Well, great. Well, this is not helpful. Cancel. I don't want you to take my data.
Number 9
outta here.
is one that I really like, but I haven't seen it. I like the series of movies.
Did Inside Out 2 come out this year or last year?
It did. It came out this year.
That was this year?
It was this year.
Okay. So Inside Out 2. Is that on the list?
Number 1 on the list.
Okay.
With the numbers going up to... they don't have the total, but they have 652.9 million domestically and then 1.045 billion internationally.
Okay.
That was number 1. That came out on June 14th, by the way. So half of a year.
Wow. Okay. Holy crap.
Don't say this person's name 3 times.
Oh, Beetlejuice 2, duh.
Yeah, Beetlejuice. That was number 10, 451.1 million.
Is Moana 2 on the list?
Moana 2 is on the list. That is number 4.
Okay.
And that is 882.5 million. That came out like 2 months ago, November.
Yeah. That
Like
came out November 25th. Yeah.
that's crazy.
So I know Twisters just came out, but I can't picture that being. Well, maybe is Twisters on the list? Okay.
Nope.
I was gonna say I know Twisters came out.
Opposite
Joker?
of. So I'm surprised that's not on the list.
I'm not.
No, I'm not either. Actually, now that I think
It was
about it,
2.5 hours and it was hard to watch. It was
yeah,
a good
fair.
movie, but it
I
was
never
a
saw
lot.
it, so there's that. Number 9. Think opposite of Spider-Man.
Venom too.
Yep, Venom, The Last
Oh, I
Dance.
forgot that come out. Yep, or came out.
476.3 million. That was in
Wow.
October. If I remember
Was
correctly,
the wild robot on this?
no.
Okay.
If I remember correctly, in the trailer for both Moana and, or sorry, not trailer, in the like previews before
Yeah.
the movie, both in Moana and in Inside Out, this movie, no, this movie had a specific character farting, and that fart woke up a lot of people or a lot of characters in.
What? If?
Nope.
I have no idea.
Kung Fu Panda 4.
I don't like Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah, I know.
So.
That's why it was on my list of things you didn't like. That was 547.6 million.
Is Terrifier on there?
Nope.
What about Alien Romulus?
Nope. I think you
Really?
only
Okay.
have 2 more. Yeah. You have to get number 7 and number 3.
Challengers?
Nope. One is
Are
a
they-
child's movie, and one is well, I'll give it away with this one. Number 7, Paul really liked, or Paul would really like. I think he saw it.
That doesn't help me.
Really?
Yeah. Godzilla?
Yep. Godzilla X Kong. That was number 7.
That was
with
the kids one. Got it.
yeah, 571.7 million.
Was
And
If
then-
one of them?
Nope.
Okay.
Like I said, number 3, you don't like this series, or you
That's-
vocalize that you don't like this series to me.
That doesn't help me because there's a lot of things that I don't like.
Correct. You don't like it because of certain characters in the series.
Despicable Me.
Yeah, Despicable Me 4. That was
4?
number 3.
There are 4 of
There
those
are 4
fucking
of
movies.
them. Yep. And this is number 3 with 969.1 million worldwide. That's insane.
How do you like a Minion that much?
It's not about the Minions though. This one, like, yeah, the Minions were a big part, but this one was more it was the main storyline, not the Minion storyline.
Yeah, but how do you watch a movie with Minions in it?
Some people like them. So they're kind of cute
Wild.
sometimes. Just because you don't like it, Jasmine, doesn't mean everybody else has to hate it.
Jeez.
I really don't care.
Hey,
I'm
will you
not a
go
big
see
fan of the Minions.
Nosferatu with me?
I would. I just don't know. Like, I've never, like, that's the one with the Green Goblin in it. I can't remember
William
the actor's
Dafoe,
name.
yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. I'd go see it, but
Okay.
either way, we're just about at time.
Well, can I tell you one more thing? I
Sure.
want to see these are 2025 predictions that somebody made.
Mhm.
Apparently, this person also did a 2024 list, and they were out of the 10 that they posted for predictions, 9 of them were correct.
Dang.
So, 2025 predictions: Lady Gaga,
Gagna.
Lasagna, Lady Gaga pregnancy era.
Ooh.
A new color gets created.
Like a full-on color?
Yeah.
Dang.
TikTok ban gets lifted. Major Tesla recall.
That wouldn't surprise me.
AI achieves sentience. I
Also
don't love
wouldn't
that one.
surprise me, yeah.
Jojo Siwa comes out again.
Okay.
A famous animal gets canceled somehow.
Like
Trump
a panda.
goes to jail.
Like a panda
I'm
gets
thinking
canceled
Mudang.
because. Ooh.
I'm thinking Mudang causes some hysteria somewhere. Or that
Okay.
creepy elephant. You seen that new baby elephant? Look it up real quick. New famous baby
Oh
elephant.
yeah, where he, like
Yeah, with the eyes. It's like,
yeah.
yeah. He's
Okay.
so joyous welcoming into the earth, and he looks like he's seen the atrocities of
He's
mankind.
unhappy with it where he is
Yeah.
right now.
A second major Tesla recall.
Okay.
New laws ban family channels. So, like, all of those family vloggers that, neglect their children.
Because that would
'Cause
make
they're-
sense.
They're horrible people, yes.
I bet. So I'm gonna make a prediction as well on this line. I think because the TikTok thing won't get banned, I think that's going to be the route that that the government takes to then get rid of that that like group of community of creators.
All right. I like it. And then the last one, RuPaul announces Drag Race Korea. People ask North or South. I doubt North, but
Yeah, no, I doubt North too.
How funny would that be if RuPaul's the only person to go in North Korea for the first time in a while to film a TV show?
That would be actually really funny. But okay, I could see that. Maybe we. I mean, it's on video now, but I was gonna say maybe we write this down and track it. But
I've got
it's
it saved
on video.
Phone.
Oh, perfect. All right, cool.
So anyway, those are the new 2025. Give me a prediction that you have.
I am going to predict. Do you want a personal one or like a?
Ooh, your choice. Dealer's choice.
Okay, I'm gonna do a not personal one.
Okay.
And then maybe in the next episode we can do a personal one.
Mm-hmm.
Because the next episode, for anybody who isn't counting, is our 1 year anniversary of doing
and it's
podcast
our 50th
episodes.
50th post.
50th post. It's kind of awesome. But anyways, not personal one. I'm gonna say that in 2025, it's gonna be. This is an easy one. A new disease is gonna be found.
Hey, why don't you shut your mouth?
I'm not saying a pandemic. I'm just saying another disease is going to be found. Or named.
I think a civil war is going to start.
In 2025?
I think it's going to start. I don't think it's going to really kick off, but I think they're going to be...
Yeah.
I think that civil unrest will happen.
Isn't there already civil unrest, though?
I think real civil unrest is going to happen. Like, big. Impactful.
Okay. Fair. Okay.
Not like what we've seen so far. I think we're going to take the France route, and guillotines are going to make a big comeback.
Okay. Government, for anybody who's watching, this is not us that are saying we're going to do it.
These are all jokes.
Well, I was just going to say predictions for
I'm
what
not
the
going to
future
take a
could
guillotine
be.
to the Capitol. I
Anyways,
don't have
Jasmine,
the truck for that.
Where can they find you before we get
Not at the
ourselves in
Capitol.
trouble?
Not in DC. They can find me over at Asminsta on Instagram and TikTok.
We're getting
while we have
banned.
it.
We're getting banned.
We're getting found by the CIA. Oh my
It's all
god!
your
If this
fault.
actually happens,
It's all your
and
fault.
Justin has the truck.
No, don't put me in that. Don't give me that bad juju, Ricky Bobby.
Justin has a large truck. He lives at an address.
I thought you were about to dox me for a second. I was gonna literally drive my large truck to you just to drop kick you.
He's definitely not compensating, folks. Anyway, so
You're right. Next.
you can find me at Asminsta1721 on something, Asminsta regular on other things. I keep promising I'm going to stream, have yet to.
She's a liar.
I might today when I do my lesson planning. I haven't decided. And,
So if you're watching this, she already streamed, so you know.
So you can go back and check the footage. And you can find the show at No Impulse Control on Instagram and TikTok while we have it. And then merch at thesoccerking1239.com. Go cop some merch for the new year before we get banned.
Then you could be one of the limited amount of people that have merch from us.
Anyway, Justin, where can they find you?
At TSK1239 on most things, The Soccer King 1239 on others. The website is thesoccerking1239.com. I can't remember if you said it, so I'm going to say it again.
I did.
Okay. Well, now that you've heard it twice, so there's no reason you should mess up. If you're a student of ours, we'll see you
Happy New
tomorrow.
Year. See you
Happy
tomorrow.
New Year. Come in
Happy
with a
New
good
Year.
attitude. and I might.
Movie day.
I'm gonna give you homework. Is what's gonna happen. So.
That's so cruel.
Hey, what is up, my guy?
My guy.
It's homework time. All right, we'll see you in the next one. Peace out.
Peace.